Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So it's 1 a.m. for me right now, so I'm not gonna talk super loud, but I thought I could do another video on Ibispaint, and we could just do another quick kind of like sketching session. And I wanted to actually sketch out Mona today. I haven't drawn her all that much. I think I've doodled her like maybe once or twice, but they're both very much like incomplete, and as well as that I didn't take my time looking into her design as much as I do with other Genshin characters that I've drawn actual like, more somewhat finished drawings. But I feel like after doing more of these kind of like sketch pages, like what I did for Bennett, Child, I did a little bit for Razor, and then obviously Albedo, it made it a lot easier for me to figure out how to draw the Genshin character themselves, so I thought I could do Mona today because I did promise you guys that I would draw Mona, a sketch page of her, and then maybe in the future I'll do like the usual portraits that I like to do, just because I like to have some kind of consistency with all of them. Ah, geez. We'll just do it 5x6 this time. I'm gonna change the background color to something else because I personally don't like working with such a stark white background, so I'm just gonna pick most likely more muted tone, but I like making it like a little bit warm. For brushes, I'm going to be using the colored pencil, so I'm just gonna scroll down and see until we see colored pencil right here. I'm just gonna click on add, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now that we've watched the ad, we have access to the brushes. I'm gonna click OK. We're gonna click on colored pencil, and just to give you guys a sense of what the texture looks like. Now, I mentioned in the past I don't really like using Ibispaint just because there is a little bit of a lag when I sketch, which isn't ideal for me, so that's why I don't really use it, but I'm sure it works for like really well for other people. So as you can see, it kind of has like this little crayon texture, which I actually really like. You can definitely turn it off in the settings, but we're gonna use it for today. And this is the only brush I'm going to be using just because it's much easier for me to focus on just sketching. I haven't drawn Mona too much, so I'm gonna do like almost like a deep dive into her design. Just gonna make sure the color picker is off for a quick eyedropper. First of all, let's draw this on a separate layer. Oops, let's see. Actually, should we make her look like she's looking upwards? So usually for my sketch pages, I will kind of just doodle to fill up the space, but I like to do one more finished or larger one in the front, and then kind of fill up the space around it. So the only reference I have open currently is the one from, it's a Game Fashion Archive, and I just have her full body model just opened up so I can see it. So I'm gonna leave these quite sketchy, so I probably won't clean them up too much, but we'll see after when we lay in like base colors and stuff, because sometimes I color and clean up a little bit more after I add in some of the base colors and stuff. Mona's design's like one of my favorites. I think when I first saw her, she was definitely one of my favorites, but ever since she's like pity broken me, I think twice at this point, I wasn't pleased to see her. I feel like because it's so late right now, I might not talk that much, so hopefully I can edit this so that it's not too much of like pure silence. I kind of want to offset her shoulders the other way. Figure out how to do the hands for like the billionth time with this pose. Should have made her hand look a little bit more dainty. She also has an earring. Luckily, I can zoom in. And thank you to that person who told me that I can right click so I can pan rather than just tilt the character. So that really helps me quite a bit. Kind of better. She looks a little cross-eyed still, but this is better. Just because this feels more like graphite or like pencil, I just want to darken up some of these lines a bit. Speaking about Genshin, I did get Kazuha, but Kazuha came at, I think, at 79 for me. It took 2 10 pulls, but he was guaranteed, so I wasn't too worried. But now that I have about, I think, 7k primos left, I can save that all for Yoimiya and hopefully just keep what am I saying? I can just continue to save. There was an easier way to do this, and I don't know why I didn't do it that way. Look how much easier that was. It's gonna shade in. A little bit of this. But I am building Mona, but I kind of replaced her with Kazuha because I wanted to use him right away. And I don't have the Iron Sting, so... Oh wait, I think I have that billet thing. So you can like pick. So I can probably make the Iron Sting for Kazuha. But I have the flute currently raised up, so he's currently using that in the meantime. So I'm gonna spend most of my time on this one probably, because I am literally trying my best to intake as much as I can about her design, so I'm going fairly slow to make things, to make sure things make sense to me, so that she'll be easier to doodle later. So a lot of the characters that I've already sketched out, even though I probably still need reference for them, unless you're Barbara or Kaya, then most likely I don't need a reference. But other than that, like, I would still need a reference, but it's easier for me to quickly draw their outfits and stuff because I have drawn them while paying attention to a lot more of their details. Yeah, I'm treating these like more like pencil doodles. Just throwing across so we can quickly do this more easily instead of struggling, even though I didn't do that right. She can't tell if it's like this. Kind of guessing. Show us his gloves. Okay, let's see if we can fit a few more Monas in here. And then we can do a little bit of coloring, because I don't want to spend too much time sketching other than me learning how to draw her. She does have like... a bow. Quickly shade that in. Let's do some smaller Mona's here. A piece of Gamora. It's like, how do I do this? Why can't I imagine this hand? Yeah, I feel like I haven't been talking too much. I don't know if it's because I feel somewhat sleepy. Or am I focusing too hard on trying to draw her somewhat accurately? I like the asymmetry of Mona's design though. Because I actually didn't notice the different like gradations on her tights. I think that's really pretty. A little fluffy collar, and then her, like her cloak. So she's like this little swoopy part of her hair, and the rest kind of goes down. The rest goes into like little ponytail, and she does have a ribbon on this side that stays under the hat. For this little pigtail. She does look a little bit more squashed. It's like a design on her hat. So she has like a bunch of like sparkles. I mean, she is an astrologist. A very poor one. But we love her anyways. Even if she does spend most of her more on, like, her little globes and stuff. Okay, let's fit one more. I usually do, like, a profile. I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Profile is, like, I think is one of the views of the face I hate to draw the most. Put in the little nose. Erase these little excess lines just so I can see if I drew this okay. Did make her face a little long. I'm trying to remember, like, how would her hair look? Thinner piece. Little, I don't know what you call those little side parts of your hair. I'm gonna bring this up like a lot more. You see more of her hair. Maybe something like that. Her bows in there. fluffy collar, and then her cloak, shawl looking thing. Cover the rest. I need to change the song. I've been listening to this song forever. I always like infinites between me and you. I think it's really pretty. Yeah, so there is 3 Mona sketches. I am going to duplicate this one, hide it. I'm going to change this one to multiply. Make a new layer. Let's apply color. I'm gonna have to change the sketch colors to make it easier for me to match the base color. So I'm just gonna make the brush a little bit bigger. Let's fill this in. Got it as kind of like a basic shadow. I'm just using the one brush to do everything because the less pressure I use kind of fades it out, which kind of makes it look softer. And I use that instead of blending because I really don't like blending all that much. I need to turn quick eyedropper on so we can quickly shade everything in because I definitely missed some of her skin. And it makes it easier with a quick eyedropper, or if you're proficient of going back and forth to click the eyedropper down here, then you can probably do that, because I know quick eyedropper is a little bit of a pain in the butt. I don't know how I want to do this. I don't really remember how I did it before. I think I just layered this color on top, so it's not quite dark enough. Yeah, it's not quite dark enough. Top of like the skin tone. I'm trying to get a color that looks similar to like tights on a flesh tone. We can add a little bit more warmth, make it a little saturated and a little bit lighter. I'm trying to avoid pure white because I don't really like it. So I'm kind of picking almost like an off-white, making it a little bit more yellowy to match the skin tone a little bit, so it doesn't look too out of place. Pick a shadow color. It's 2 o'clock. I spent an hour already. I still have a reference of her on my phone. If it would load. Please load. Her eye color is so pretty. It's like almost like a mint, or even a little bit lighter. It even has a little bit more of a tinge of like a yellow in it. Really cool looking yellow. Whoops, I'm gonna move towards green. Why is this? I actually realized the color wheel is kind of not in the same position as what I'm used to. I think like in other programs at the top here would be yellow, because isn't it almost flipped the other way? I'm too used to the other programs color wheel. It's a little too... like it's such a pretty light color, but her kind of like eyelash area is kind of depicted to be a little bit more like purpley or brown. So I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more color to her skin, so we're gonna give her a little bit more like a reddish pink, just kind of for cheeks and or lips. I love adding purple to the skin to make it a little bit darker or to intensify the shadows. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now the sleep. I'm feeling sleepy. Okay, let's add in her hair color, which I'm leaning a little bit towards kind of like a bluish purple, because I never really like using black either. Oh, I forgot she has very distinct eyebrows, actually. They're a little bit more like diamond shape as well. She has like diamond everywhere. I feel like the base colors took quite a while. I'm gonna use the same color and color it in her little fluffy collar, just because the sketch is already kind of colored part of it in, so it kind of darkens it anyways. Oh, I guess her hair is more brown. Oops. Wait a second. I can remedy this. As usual, I kind of like to add a little bit of whatever is the closest skin tone towards the hair and bleed it in, so it kind of gives that little bit of warmth around the face. So I keep wanting to lean it much more cooler, even though it's a little bit more of a warmer purple. The inside of her hat's like red. Then like a little bit of a darker purple. You get it to be a little bit warmer and darker at the same time. Color in this little block of her little shawl or cloak. Use the same purple. I'm gonna keep altering the purple color to match, because I actually don't know what I'm supposed to be using. Okay, let's do gold. All I can think about is like gold team rules. My brain has like useless amount of quotes in my brain. Let's keep adding the gold details to everything. Man, oh man. I'm like rushing this. And like the ones on her actual like body, not body, what do you call it, like her waist and stuff down here, her stomach, her waist, her abs, whatever, they kind of have more of like darker versions of whatever her tights has. Okay, and this red kind of is also on the inside of this. So for it to make it brighter. Gosh dang it. Okay. Okay, I think most of it's colored in. So I'm gonna see if I can change the line art color. So I'm gonna go to FX. So in the effects, you're gonna go adjust color. I'm gonna go to here in saturation. Gonna bump up the lightness, bump up the saturation, and we're gonna change the hue. Just a smidge. Hit OK. You're gonna go to your sketch, and you're gonna merge it downwards. And actually forgot, she actually has like star patterns in her hair as well, which is very cute. Now, I didn't do any shading on here, except for like other than the skin and a little bit on the hair, so we're gonna have a little bit of difficulty. But what I'm gonna do right now is just slowly clean some stuff up. I'm gonna pick up some darker colors and try to refine a little bit so things look a little clearer. But I don't think I'm gonna clean up that much stuff. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Because right now I do feel sleepy, but sometimes when I'm doing these sketches and I do the rendering portion, I kind of have more fun. So I end up doing a little bit more. I think the eyes are what I'm most excited to do, just because I would like to get her eye color correct. I don't think I did, but we can make these look a little bit cuter at least. So I'm gonna make her pupils a lot larger, and then kind of add a little bit of color in the center. Kind of like imitating, I think, how the Genshin style usually has more of a non-solid pupil color. Looks a little bit prettier. Not exactly how I wanted it, but still somewhat pretty nonetheless. Cleaning up and sharpening some of these lines. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna clean up for this. There's absolutely like a lot of different little sketchy lines in here. I don't know what I want to keep and what am I covering. The color on the screen right here is actually more of a periwinkle color, so I do apologize that this looks like almost, is it cerulean that it kind of looks like, or whatever color. It looks too much like a bluish green color here for you guys, but for me it's like a periwinkle. So it's like part of her bangs where it's more like straight cut. Okay, I'm gonna clean up this a little bit more. Same with the bow. Can do a dark color. Mix a medium, dark colorish. I don't know what I'm talking about, dude. I need to sleep. Usually I would erase this, but I'm just gonna quickly pick up the color of the background and just use it. It's much easier. Okay, and then I'm gonna add purple to her neck. Pick up this new color so the shadow color isn't as intense. Clean up the hair just a little bit so that is surrounding her face, so I can do drop in a little bit of an outline. I feel like it's harder to control the nib size in here. I don't know if it's because the range is so small that like every little increment makes it a little bit too much or too little. More. Just gonna pretend this is just a normal coin. I don't want to do this, the design on it just because I don't really remember what the design looked like, and the one I drew looks a little off. And that is a coin. I kind of like the little lines here, even in the hair too. So I don't think I'm gonna cover these ones up too much. Just gonna erase unnecessary lines. Yeah, but I feel like what's happening in Genshin? I'm still AR-56, got Kazuha, and in that role I also got the bell and what is it called? No, I just got the bell and I think I got Razor and Kazuha in that one pull. And then the previous pull I think I only got... Who did I get or what did I get? I think it's like the first time in a while since me and my brother are both waiting for the same banner, because he's also going for Yoimiya just because he has Hu Tao and I believe they're friends, right? And I told my brother, if I don't get Yoimiya and I get pity broken by whoever, then I'll just save that pity for Goro, because he's heckin' cute too. So many people are cute, but the Yae Sakura is super pretty. Let's darken up some of these lines. And the quick eyedropper tool is annoying. It's also efficient. Erase the little sketch lines here. I'm gonna pop in her hair if I can. Just so I don't really like switching between the eraser and the brush. I think it's just something I'm too used to in Procreate, is that even on the eraser and you're pressing to color pick, I believe it automatically switches you to your brush. But I guess this one, because you can activate it with your finger to color pick and to like make marks, that it probably doesn't know that you're wanting to switch tools and probably thinks that you're wanting to erase. So I feel like in Ibispaint I need to change the pressure sensitivity. So I feel like I'm pressing a little harder than usual, which makes me a little worried. Adding like the bow, and I think that's all we're gonna do. I might add a white stroke all the way around. I'm just gonna grab the one that I did for her mouth. I'm gonna add a new layer and just add a white stroke around the ones that I want to be in front. I don't think I added a white stroke to the other ones, like for Albedo's, Bennett's, Razor. I don't think I did, but I feel like it's more necessary for Mona because there's so much stuff going on. Hair, clothing, details of other areas. Wait. Yeah, but this makes it easier to separate some of the figures from each other. Same with this one. This one's behind the bigger one. So I'm just gonna make sure the white does not overlap like into this figure. Okay, I think that is it. Do I write their names? I think I do. Let's add Mona at the bottom. Let's see. I'm just gonna make this a little bit more opaque. Yeah, but I think that's all I'm gonna do today. I feel sleepy, so I feel like that is all we're gonna sketch for today. I'm gonna show you guys kind of like the time lapse, and then I think that's it. Okay, so let's exit out. So back to my gallery, and we're just gonna play the ending. I don't think I have anything else to talk about other than I don't know who I'm gonna do next. Some people were asking for Jean and Noelle to be the next people I draw, so maybe I'll do Jean or Noelle, but I might go ahead and draw Yoimiya as well. Maybe, we'll see. I've seen more clips of her and stuff, so I feel like I have a better grasp of what her hair and her accessories on her head, as well as a little bit of her outfit looks like, and I would love to draw her because she looks heckin' cute. But I think, yeah, I think that's pretty much just it. Hopefully you guys can see. It's not too out of focus, but just 3 little doodles of Mona. Kind of make a little sketch page of her. It was kind of fun to draw her. I feel like I will draw Mona again, like more frequently. Maybe my sketchbook or something. I feel like she's something that I could, or not something, she's someone I could draw more often, like just with graphite or with a ballpoint pen, because I've been doodling with ballpoint pen a little bit, so maybe I'll do that and draw her, because she has a good range of values, and but also like a good balance of detail, I feel like. So I think it'll be fun to actually go ahead and do some more detailed sketches or something. I just like adding value and rendering stuff, so that's something I would like to do. But yeah, I just did a little bit of cleanup for each of them. Not too much for, I think the one on the back got the least amount. And the one that needed the most was the one on the left. But I had most fun probably drawing the one on the right anyways, so I think that's fine. Maybe, I don't know. I keep having like other ideas that I want to do, but I don't know how to manifest it, I guess. I keep like slurring my words and stuff too. It kind of sucks. But yeah, that's kind of the end of it. I don't know how long we spent. I think we spent, it says, is this in hours? I don't know if it is. If it is, then we spent 1 hour and 40 on this, which isn't bad for a sketch page, I don't think. Especially when I think that's on par with these other ones. 2 hours for him. 2 hours. Did I spend the least amount of time? 1 hour and 40, but that only has 2 doodles. That isn't accurate. That's not 10 hours. But yeah, I think I had a lot of fun doing this, and I think I'll continue doing sketch pages in Ibispaint moving forward. But hope you guys enjoyed watching me draw a few doodles of Mona, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!